What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Kingsley Coman player review, and it's a player I'm very fond of, and for many reasons, and I'm going to break those down for you in this video. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it and you find it useful, and let's get into this. Alright, and Kingsley Coman is a very young French winger, and Kingsley Coman is one of the best silver ball players you can get on this game. Incredibly quick, probably some of the highest dribbling stats you will find on a silver ball player, and just generally well-rounded stats considering he's a silver winger. You'd expect him to be just a specialist in one area and have nothing else, but he's got some stats in the mid-70s as well, which make him just a decent player to use all round. Kingsley Coman naturally operates on the left wing, although he is very proficient on the right wing as well, and can play in the left and right midfield spots, and he also can do a job as a support striker and an attacking midfielder if you use him there. I actually prefer to play him centrally. Anyone who's watched my earlier balling out videos will have seen the threat that he can cause when he gets in and around the box, and that pace makes him really hard to deal with. Personally, I'm not a fan of having him at left or right midfield, just because having him deeper means he's got to get involved in the play a bit more, and his lack of general strength and stamina, well, it just means that you're getting less of the player, really. Coman's best use high up the pitch in short passages of play. His dribbling does allow him to get around people, but if they do catch him up, they're going to get the ball off him. He's not strong enough to win any physical battles. He can challenge for a header against your average fullback. Obviously, he's not going to beat Abate in the air. But your average 5'8" fullback, Kingsley Coman can get up and win a fair few headers. So he does have a use in those sorts of challenges, and it's worth getting stuck in. Obviously, his main attribute is his pace, and his pace will frighten defenders left, right and centre. Of course, it's great for getting past players, but I find him most useful winning the ball high up the pitch. If you play with a gegenpress, he's absolutely brilliant to have. He will be on those defenders like a flash, and if he can win the ball, there's very little chance of them catching him. Now, I call him the silver Neymar because he reminds me of Neymar when he was young, when he wasn't quite as well-rounded and as world-class as he is now, but when he was a promising youngster. Coman reminds me of that. He hasn't got all the tricks and all the skill cards that Neymar's got. However, that high dribbling and ball control allows him to pull off little moments of magic every now and then. So of course we talked about all his positives, but there are some negatives to Kingsley Coman. We've already talked about his lack of strength. I don't think I've emphasised it enough. Kingsley Coman is absolutely featherweight, like it's ridiculous. The guy, he cannot win a physical challenge against anybody. Like, it doesn't matter who you're up against, Kingsley Coman will lose the ball. And also his stamina is just, it's almost non-existent. It doesn't help that he's a winger, and naturally wingers do move back and forth quite a lot on the game, tend not to have high stamina anyway, but Coman is, you know, right at that far end of that spectrum of just not being able to last more than probably 70 minutes. If you get Kingsley Coman past 75 minutes, you've done something absolutely exceptional. Either that or he hasn't touched the ball. However, you can combat both of his glaring weaknesses by using an advanced instruction that allows him to stay out wide. So using hug the touch lines will leave him out there, he'll stay put. It also creates a lot of space for him. If he's not being man-marked, he'll be found in absolute acres of space, especially if you want to switch the ball around a lot. And he plays well into that sort of tactic as well, because if you're going to switch the ball to him, his high dribbling and ball control stats mean that he can take that under control and get straight at the opponents in the blink of an eye and do what Coman does best, and that is terrorise people with his pace. Aside from all of that, he's got pretty decent passing stats as well, not amazing. He's a decent crosser of the ball too, and depending on what sort of forward you've got, Kingsley Coman can get the job done. Personally, I think he's best served by a target man or a false nine, someone who can get the ball, turn and play, you know, that splitting through ball in between the centre-half and the full-back, and let Kingsley Coman run in behind. However, you do have to be good at those. He is quick, but obviously a lot of fullbacks on the game are quick as well, so don't depend on that. But if you play them well, Kingsley Coman will absolutely terrorise, and when he does get into the box, he can finish. He's got decent finishing attributes and he will get you goals if you put him in those positions. So Coman, does he make an all-silver squad? Absolutely. I don't think you can have an all-silver squad and leave Coman out. I can't name many silver players better than Coman, especially on the wings. There are a lot of good silver wingers, but Coman, for me, is probably one of the best. If not the best, probably in the top 5. Can he step up a level and replace gold ball wingers? Absolutely. I still think, even though he's only a silver ball, even at level 30 and going beyond, there are not many wingers on this game as good as Kingsley Coman. I would definitely put him in a gold squad as well. He would definitely get in a squad with gold players and replace their wingers in a heartbeat. I've got gold wingers like Hulk and Cersei, and in my opinion, Coman is a better choice on the wings. Would he get in a superstar black squad? Honestly, probably not, but I would definitely put him on the bench. I think in terms of left wingers on the game, you're talking about Neymar and Ronaldo, obviously better than Coman, but he could definitely come off the bench and provide the same sort of impact as a super sub, as a danger man. It doesn't matter what sort of squad I had, if I saw Coman on the opposition team, I would definitely be worried. So that's my report on Coman. I give him a 4.5 out of 5. If you've got the agents to secure him, or if you've got 2 agents and you need to splash out on 1 more to guarantee Kingsley Coman, I would suggest definitely spending some money on him. He's obviously got his limitations, but if you can get him for less than a total outlay of around 40 to 50k GP, I think he's definitely worth it at that price range. I'd say closer to 40. If you're going, above that, I would say save your GP, go and get a better player, bid on an agent and try and get someone like Neymar or Griezmann or someone like that. But definitely a very, very good player. One definitely for the silver squads, and to be fair, he can probably get into most people's teams. And for those of you who play Master League, he's definitely one to get. A youngster, his trajectory is absolutely phenomenal, and there's no doubt, no matter what team you get, he will eventually become a star player for your squad. So that's it for this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and in the comments down below, let me know if you've got Coman. Let me know what your experience is with him. Do you think I've been too positive? Do you think I've been harsh about some of his attributes? Let me know your experience with him down below, and also let me know who you want me to review next. Drop some names down, and I'll draft up some reviews and get these videos out to you. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care and peace.